actively the conversations leading up to the elections. Didn't have any reservations at all.
Well, for the young and trendy, you have not been left out. Elections, as much as it matters to the old, matters to you. Ahead of the election, both the governing New Patriotic Party and the main opposition National Democratic Congress have their own pitches to win the votes of the people. Information Minister Kojo Nkrumah, who was at the event, speaks about the success story of the Akufo-Addo administration.
If in President Mahamad's time, the rate at which goods and services were increasing in terms of price was 15.3% at the time he was living, and today in President Akufo-Addo's time, it has come down to 7.8%. What it means is that the rate at which it is going up has dropped from 15% to 7%, but it shows that one is a better manager of the economy than the other.
But that was countered by NDC's Director of Communications, Kakra Esamwa, who is unimpressed.
Nobody in this world buys food for the person who is dead. We only deal with today. Some people have been saying in my language, 2016 is gone. We are in 2020. Now we know what Akufo-Addo can do. He has been such a terrible disappointment and failure.
But the verdict is in the hands of the voter. Here are some of the voices from Kantamanto, one of Accra's biggest markets.
Right now we are fed up because they will come today, they will say, I'll give you hay. But tomorrow it's not that. What they would promise us to offer us, they did not. But now, I don't know, this 2020, I'll just queue the line and go and vote.
Mean you not vote?
No, because I've had enough.
Last time, first I was pure ticket 50 pesos. Biana I was 1 city 50 pesos. Recently, I announced Akaba income tax. Ghanaian women, we are suffering. One boy market women.
The team, as always, is poised to deliver to you unrivaled election coverage, and of course, with the most competent team on radio, television, and online on your election headquarters.
And hashtag #ElectionHQ is trending on Twitter, Facebook, everywhere. Komlado,
absolutely. People are talking about our coverage of elections. Hashtag election headquarters. So at John Stone said, unemployment, economy and security will influence my vote. Hashtag election HQ. Now at Yasin says, we are fed up, but we have to exercise our civic rights. We will vote. Hashtag election HQ. Now Sally_T says, all the parties are the same. However, we will still vote. Hashtag Election HQ. Now, you know, the only place to be for all your news related to elections
is the
before,
election headquarters,
during and after the election.
All multimedia platforms,
absolutely,
online, on TV, on radio. Hashtag Election HQ. I am MFA Pao. There's more news when you log on to myjoyonline.com. Thanks so much for your company.
What kind of phone is this? Hey, Joe, and to the coloring to have a run you. Chance not for you. Uber upgrade. Shasuna dial *120*1#. Nabeka MTN Rizzo level promo. Hey, a free and Yakopin, every Busumi in a year. Would your Kosuna use with MTN number? No. Do more. Now let me winning one of the 20,000 iPro Amber 5S phones. Cafe door. Bob, come on. Test it. Now for Chama Monica. Advena. Kaisa Ubechenu Rintono. Sawosaka iPro Amber 5S phone. MTN Rizzo level promo. New year, new phone, new ringtone. We are good together. We're there for you everywhere you go.
Multimedia Group Limited, in partnership with SES, KNET and WillowAfric.com's e-learning project Willow TV, presents Joy Learning, a channel dedicated to providing educational content for all levels. The channel launches with a special focus on senior high school educational content because we believe in nourishing the minds of the future generation. Joy Learning is providing equal access to education, no matter whom you are and where you are in Ghana. Joy Learning collaborates with SES, KNET and Willow TV to deliver a new learning experience. Study with Ghana's top teachers and lecturers on the Joy Learning channel, so individuals, senior high schools, community centers and libraries get your multi-TV digibox now. Joy Learning. Keep learning.
If we change the way we look at things, the things we look at change.
Winning strategies, nuggets of wisdom, unforgettable stories, all in one inspirational hour. Springboard your virtual university with Albert and Comfort Okran and guests.
Planning is bringing the future into the present.
A job is for the salaries, mundane, survival-oriented, and there's no passion. But a career has fulfillment, innovation, drive. A growth path is clear, and you can build step by step all the way to the top.
Matriculate at 7 p.m. and graduate at 8 p.m. every Sunday on Joy 99.7 FM and live on Facebook. Springboard is brought to you by Legacy and Legacy and Joy 99.7 FM and proudly sponsored by MTN, Enterprise Group, UMB Bank, and Axis Pension Trust with support from the graphic business.
They came, they proved their mettle. Now it's time to rock the world. 5 of the Prime Studio talent will qualify to the next stage of Prime Studio competition. They have 4 weeks to show their musical skills and vocal power. In order to make it to the final round, who qualifies is the Deadly Vibes, Young Tuga, Okesie, Naja, Good Boy Legend, Nicole, Amin Ola, Arte, Kwame Sticker, and topmost. Remember that you have what it takes to vote for your favorite contestants to the top. Vote for your favorite contestant by texting PS followed by the name of your favorite contestant to the short code 1903 to increase your chances of making it to the final round. Watch Prime Studio live Saturdays at 8 p.m. only on Joy Prime. Joy Prime, real entertainment.
Ready for more explosive fun on your favorite late afternoon radio show, Drive Time on Joy. Yo, 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 yo. My name is Lexus Bale. Join me every weekday from 2 p.m. to 5:30 p.m. Let's jam to great tunes, have great laughs, and win loads of goodies. Every Friday, you stand a chance of winning an all-expenses paid hangout at an exclusive location with 4 of your friends on our Drive Parties Party. Explore GH will take you around Ghana to see amazing sights. Plus, let's have intriguing travel conversations on our travel series every Thursday. Every Wednesday, the Drive Doctor comes with good health education. Your favorite role models and public figures will share their inspirational stories on Personality Profile every Thursday. And your favorite celebrities will pull through on Behind the Fame every Monday. You know where your dial should be logged every afternoon. Drive Time on Joy with Lexus Bale.
Bringing hope to many around the globe, transforming lives into legacies. Living Word with Pastor Mensa Otabil. It's time for the nation's biggest annual health and fitness event. Saturday, 28th March will be a blast as we hit the road with Life Walk 2020. Join Pastor Mensa Otabil and the International Central Gospel Church as we walk for life. Bring the entire family along as we exercise together and support a worthy cause. Life Walk 2020 starts and finishes at the Independence Square. Starting time, 5:30 a.m. prompt.
Prepare to walk for 3 kilometers, 6 kilometers, 9 kilometers, or the full 12 kilometers. Life Walk 2020 is in support of the Mental Health Authority. Purchase your officially recognized walking tag at 10 Ghana cedis from the nearest ICGC assembly. Buy as many as you can, even if you are not walking for any reason. Wear your tag with pride as you support the delivery of mental health care in Ghana. Life Walk 2020, supporting mental health in Ghana.
And now, today's word.
If any of us, and if our continent, Africa, will make any progress, we even have to shut the door on our past. Because I believe sometimes your past can be your greatest enemy. Because the past can steal from your future. The past which we have called our culture, most of the time prevents us from change. And no society can develop without change. I have come to the point where I don't accept things as African because it was done 100 years ago. Because that which was done 100 years ago in Africa is not the same thing I must do today. But in my time, I must define for myself what I want to do with my life. You cannot tell me, as for us Africans, when we are sweeping, we have to sweep with broom made up of palm branches. Did you know that they have invented other machines that can do a better job? So don't tell me it's African to use the broom. It's not African. It's antique. Antiquated. That's another big word to frighten you. The fact that somebody did it in the past does not mean I must do it now. Change is necessary for every society to move from one plateau to a higher level. And we as a people have plateaued for so long. The reason is because we are afraid of change. Shut the door. We must shut the door to our past. As Paul says, forgetting the things that are behind, I press on. The world has become far more sophisticated than the one Konfanochi lived in. He didn't have to deal with internet. He didn't have to do with e-commerce. He didn't have to do with automation. He didn't have to do with email. He didn't even have a post office. I have to deal with those challenges now, and I cannot live my life by the legacy he left me. I have to improve on the legacy he left me. So tell your neighbor, shut the door. And that's what Elisha told the woman. Shut the door, because there are people here who can never appreciate your effort. If you try to change, they will laugh at you. If you do little, they will praise you. Two extremes. Avoid both of them. You have to have people who can say, well done, but could do better. When I was in primary school, every time my teacher signed my report, satisfactory, well done, could do better. Even when I felt I've done the best, could do better. If you watch the report cards of those who are first, the teacher will write, could do better. Better than first. Yes, you can do better than first. There's no stage that is your limit. So shut the door to people who will make you swollen-headed with your own achievements. Number 6, pour your treasure into your vessels. He told the woman, after you've shut the door, close inquisitive eyes and curious eyes from observing you and making fun of you, start to pour what you have into the vessels you have borrowed. I said that those vessels represent containers, knowledge. Allow knowledge to shape your efforts. Don't do things based on instinct. Don't do things based on natural talent alone. Let natural talent be purified by knowledge. We have to improve. We sit here and we eat Chinese food. I am yet to see a Chinese who eats Ghanaian food. But did you know that Chinese food that is prepared in China, you cannot eat it? But when the Chinese begin to sell their food, if you've eaten Chinese food in Ghana, it tastes different. Chinese food in Europe tastes different. Chinese food in America tastes different. Everywhere they go, they add the knowledge of the people to what they have and make what they have adaptable to the people, so that everywhere you go, there is a customized Chinese food that suits your palate. But we do our food, our fufu, in the same old way. We can't package it different. We cannot adapt it. Somebody invented the fufu pounding machine. And the other one, I think it's like a kneading, fufu kneading. It's like a blender. You put all the cassava and things in, and it processes out. Fufu within 5 minutes. People say it's not sweet. It's not sweet. And we think we are intelligent and smart when we say that. You know what happens when we say that? We are imprisoning ourselves in the past. How long can we spend 3 hours going boom, 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 boom? When a machine is doing it, it's not sweet. We want to still use muscle power. And that's sweet. Because that one, the sweat and the saliva goes to mix it, so it's sweet. Knowledge must shape what you have. New technology must impact what you have. New ideas must change what you have. You don't throw away what you have and go and take what somebody else has. But what you have must go through transformation constantly because you are allowing knowledge to change it. When you put that oil in the vessel, the oil will take the shape of the vessel. Because the vessel will have to shape it. If knowledge cannot shape what you have will always dwell in the past. That's why I believe that we must acquire knowledge. The value of your treasure is enhanced by your knowledge. And make sure that whatever you have naturally does not stay in the natural state. We all have natural talent, but natural talent must be enhanced. That's the purpose of education. Education is not to give you knowledge. That's not the purpose of education. Education is to perfect your gifts, your talents, and your abilities. So if you go to school, whatever you learn must have a bearing on your abilities. That's why you don't go to learn unnecessary subjects. You learn that which is necessary for you to become the best of what you can be. It must be shaped by education. And that's what I want to encourage everyone here. Whatever talent you have must be processed properly. Whatever talent must be processed. Whether you are a seamstress, you are a tailor, you are a welder, you are a fisherman, we cannot continue all this time throwing the fishing net at the shore and say that's how we do it. No, that's not how we do it. That's how it used to be done, but it can be done differently now. There are better ways of doing the things we've been doing. So knowledge must shape our treasure. I think that one of the greatest problems we have in Africa is that knowledge came to us. I was amazed when I read a statistic that said that Ghanaians are among one of the most intelligent, well-educated people groups in the United States of America. Ghanaians. In terms of knowledge, we have it. But then the problem most of the time is we are not able to let that knowledge change the things we do. And so we do things in the same old ways. We put on cloth in the same old way. Never changed. This is the way that it used to be done 500 years ago. We still put on cloth that way. Same way. Cook the same way. Eat the same way. Wash the same way. Sing the same way. Knowledge has become impersonal to us. So we don't allow it to change us. But there is no value of knowledge if it cannot transform you. It must change the way you do things. It must perfect the way you do things. And I would encourage each one of us, whatever we do, we must allow knowledge to change it. If we don't, the gap between Africa and the rest of the world will be going wider and wider and wider. And in the end, guess what? We go and ask them to come and invest in our countries. The reason is because We have it, but we want to keep it for tourist purposes.